Hey y'all, so today's December 20th, and it's about 9 in the morning. Well, it was 9 in the morning when I started making these videos. It's like 9:30 now. Every video I've made has skipped, so I'm just going to make this one kind of a short and sweet life update, because my 1 year post-op is coming up soon, as well as my 2 years on T. So you'll get some pretty special videos for those, I guess. But what I wanted to show you was I started using these Biodermis silicone sheets today, and a friend sent them to me. He's got great results. I thank him so much for sending them. And what you do is you put them over your scars and they stick. You wash them twice a day. I decided to do them over winter break because I figured that would be a good time too. And silicone, I've just heard amazing things about it. It'll help with like the raised up bumpiness of my scars as well as just the color, and I'm really looking forward to it, so I'll keep you updated on how well those work. Amongst other things, I've just been chilling, like my dog and my cat. I'm surprised he fits in there. I really am. And working a lot. I worked 24 hours in the past 3 days, so it's nice to have a break. On Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I'm working 10 hours on Tuesday and Thursday, and then 11 hours on Christmas Eve, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Woohoo! So that's kind of crazy. But what else did I want to say? I'm having a good holiday season so far. I'm having fun being home, seeing my friends, and I'm really looking forward to the spring, or I guess January, when I go back to Skidmore. I'm just so excited. I've been really humbled recently by piano music, and so I'm kind of getting into this sort of. I've been really productive and also really calm, and it's this really interesting mindset that I've been in. I went to an Amanda Palmer and Tristan Allen concert that I honestly hadn't really heard much of Amanda Palmer, and I hadn't even heard of Tristan, but it was incredible. I really want to learn how to play the piano now, but they're both just great people, so they're great piano players. So that was great. It was a surprise sort of last minute thing over at Berkeley, and whoa, it was mind blowing. So I've just been listening to a lot of piano music. I've been listening to like the Amelie soundtrack as well, which I listened to like on repeat, and I wrote this 7-page paper just in one go. It was kind of, I get distracted really easily. I don't have ADD or anything. I mean, personally, like I think everyone's got a little bit of that in them, being humans in today's world. But yeah, I have a hard time concentrating for a long time. So that was cool that I just powered through it listening to piano music. So I've got a few paintings to do for the holidays, and looking forward to doing them if I have time. You know, I got a lot of work, and I'm going to my next endo appointment in about an hour. I'll be leaving to go on the train, so I'm looking forward to that. I love my endocrinologist. He's a quirky guy, and that'll be good. And seeing my friends and everything. Besides that, nothing really exciting is going on. But I will start a little bit of a rant real quick. I've been getting a lot of form spring questions, which is fine. Like I love answering them. It doesn't really take up that much time out of my day or anything. But I've been getting a lot of really inappropriate ones. So, you know, among them being, so do you have a penis or a vagina? Or just curious, but how do you have sex? Because don't you technically have a female part, and then your girlfriend has a female part? So like, how does that work? And it's like, alright, for the first one, that's inappropriate. It's offensive and inappropriate, and I was really good about this at the beginning, and I was like, oh, I understand curiosity, I get it, you know, I was curious too. But at this point in my life, when I've realized that you can just Google, this is what I always do, I Google FTM genitalia, and like the first or second Yahoo answers has like every single thing you could ever want to know. It has it about that, about what happens, about the different surgeries you can get, and about how most, or not a lot of guys like get like the phalloplasty. So like when you ask if have you had the surgery, like what's the surgery, you know? Like they can't just make you a penis. Like I'm sorry, but that's the way it goes right now. Like the options for it, while they're getting better and there's been some great results, it's not like that for everyone, and it's not worth it. Like it's not worth the $60,000 to have something that doesn't really function, or if it does function, because there have been cases where there've been, alright, so I've been told to say like that, you know, I don't like the results of the surgeries, but that's just personally for me. It's not something that would make me feel more complete. A lot of guys have gotten them. There's a lot of different surgeries, and a lot of guys have gotten them, and I've seen pictures or videos or whatever, and they're great. The results are great, and and if I was going to go to a surgeon, I would have gone to theirs, you know. And it's just it's something I'm not ready for yet, and it's something that I don't even know if I'm ever going to be ready for. So asking that is just kind of like assuming that every guy needs to get bottom surgery in order to like be complete with their transition. But like, I'm never going to be complete with my transition. Honestly, I'm going to be transitioning for the rest of my life. So anyway, that was kind of a little tangent there. But asking someone if they have a penis or a vagina, if you're not going to go up to someone on the street and ask them that, you have no right to ask me that over the internet. You have no right to ask that in any case, because it's rude and it's offensive, and I'm sorry that now you're offended, that I got offended, and now you're upset because I'm upset, but I honestly think that it's okay for me to be upset now, because it's been 2 years, and I've put up with a lot of stuff, I won't swear, a lot of stuff from people who are just curious, that really, like, yeah, I can answer that educationally, but you, one, don't need to know about me specifically, and two, it is offensive. Like, the internet doesn't make things less offensive. I'm sorry, it doesn't. It doesn't make it less personal. Like, I take that personally. Like, you don't need to know about my personal situation. So I'm no longer going to tell you or answer any of those questions, like along those lines. And that is simply because you can Google it and find out. I Googled, how do FTMs have sex? Because that's what someone asked me. How do you have sex? Okay, you don't need to know about me specifically. So I Googled about it in general, and I got amazing little answers, like about how, one, there's no right or wrong way for someone to have sex. Two, there's no specific way for anyone to have sex, like in a heterosexual, like cisgendered couple either. Like, they're like asking them how they do it. There's like a million different ways. Who knows? You like, it's just, don't, like, why? Okay. Why do you think that's okay to ask? You know, honestly. So, now that rant is over, I decided that I'm going to make an FAQ, and I'm going to type it up and have it like written down, like upload it to WordPress or Blogspot. I have some general things on there, like questions about like when I started testosterone, the process, surgery, binding, packing, coming out, that sort of general things. I've got about 18 questions on it so far, just that I pulled from FormSpring, as well as a list of questions that are inappropriate to ask, whether they be, you know, will birth control affect testosterone? Like, I'm not a doctor, I don't know. So questions like that, along with things that are really just rude and offensive, and I'm not gonna put up with that anymore, because, you know, like, if you're interested in the trans community and you want to know, then you gotta learn how to be a little bit more respectful. And I understand if you don't realize that it's disrespectful at the start. Like, I don't know, like, in my mind, I don't know how you can not process that as being inappropriate, but I can understand how someone could just be genuinely curious, and that's fine. I support curiosity, but I also am tired of being put in that place and having to think about that. Whether or not I answer it or not, it's still there, and I have to think about it, and it's just like, you know? So we'll direct you towards Google, and I love Google. Google's my little soulmate. But yeah, so that's my little 9-minute long rant about that. So yeah, I guess about the FAQ is if you have any questions that you think should be on it, whether or not, like, you know, whether or not you assume that they're already on it, just list them anyway, because I'm just going to compile a list and work on them over the Christmas time, when I got a little downtime off from work and everything. So yeah, that's my plan for that, and I gotta get going because I gotta go to my endo appointment. But expect videos soon regarding like these strips, my chest surgery. I'll do a 1-year post-op and my 2-year one pretty soon. So all right, I hope all is well. Sorry about that little rant there, but you know, I do get offended. I get pretty offended. And I'm trying, like, I don't really hide it anymore, because, you know, like, honestly, fight back against the man. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's that. And okay, hope y'all are doing well, and be good, be true, peace.